My first Gibson guitar was an SG and I played one for years as my main guitar, but there was one SG I dreamt of owning for years, and now soon I might actually own one. Now, that was my SG special that I have set up in open tuning, and this guitar has been well documented on my channel before, but this is the only SG I still own. My first SG was a 2018 Standard, which I owned ever since it came out and was one of my main guitars ever since. And I think this is a clip that best encompasses this guitar. No matter how much I loved that SG, it was not yet the perfect one for me. It had the PCB wiring, a more modern neck shape, and a contemporary look and contemporary appointments. And no matter how much I changed with that guitar to make it feel and look a bit more old school, there are certain things that you just can't change. When the new Gibson SG range came out in 2019, these guitars were basically everything I wanted my SG to be. In terms of looks and specifications, things like the neck shape, the finish, the parts, the wiring, everything was more up to my speed. And although I did some mods to my old SG, there were some things that were not easily changeable on that guitar. So last summer I did something I thought I would never do. I sold off my SG Standard from 2018 because I stopped playing it more and more. Because I was able to buy it really cheap when I bought it, I managed to make a profit on the guitar. And I decided to put the money away for the rest of the year in case I would miss my SG. And if I would do, I would use the money to buy one of the newer models, the ones that I would actually want. Eventually, I really did start to miss my SG. Although I have two Les Pauls that I love to play, and SG sounds different, but most of all makes you play different. There are certain things that I was playing on an SG that I wasn't doing anymore on my Les Pauls. That's when I got a new 61 standard SG from the current Gibson lineup you just saw on the last clip, and right away it was a better guitar than the one I had. And though there was nothing wrong with the guitar, I wanted to convince myself I really needed it, so I kept it in the case for 2 weeks after I initially played it. And all of a sudden, other things in life occurred. I thought I was being silly with my SG quest, and in a resolute moment of trying to be a grown-up, I returned the guitar. Because I thought it was the right thing to do at the time, but I regretted it while doing it. But maybe it was for the better, because that was still not exactly the SG I wanted. This is the SG I had lost it for all these years. And yes, I know it's the same model as the one before, only with an added sideways vibrola unit. And yes, I am well aware of the fact that this sideways vibrola is regarded as the worst vibrato in the history of guitars. And that's a feature you normally pay extra for. But I didn't get this guitar to do dive bombs with. First of all, I like the look of the sideways vibrola, but that is of course something subjective. To me, it turns the empty space into something that looks like it should be on a 50s hot rod car. But besides that, it actually changes the balance of the guitar, but also the feel and the sound. So when I saw this guitar being sold at a 35% discount, I jumped on it. And along with it, I also ordered the Mojo X Vibro Stop to make this sideways vibrola into a stop tail, which should prevent any possible tuning issues and change the break angle.
Listen.
How much is
Just
this?
listen for a minute. The sustain, listen to it.
I'm not hearing anything.
You would, though, if it were playing, because
Yeah.
it's famous for its sustain. I mean, you can just hold it.
Well, I mean, so you'd have to.
You can go and have a bite. No, you still be hearing that one.
Yeah.
I'm not counting myself lucky yet though. Besides the story I've told you so far, I've had a bit of bad luck with SGs in the past year. Something that you might already know if you have been following my channel. I tried to sell the blue SG special that you saw in the opening video about a year ago. But it arrived at the buyer with a heel break, so I got the guitar back, had it fixed, and I had to lawyer up in order to get everything resolved with DHL. Also, I tried to get an SG Junior twice last year, and both times there was something wrong with the neck. Once the Vibro Stop arrives, I'm handing the guitar over to my luthier to get it set up and make sure there are no serious technical issues or flaws with the guitar. But I really hope there aren't, because so far I am loving this guitar and I really want to keep it. So let's skip a few weeks ahead.
Back to Georgia.
Yesterday I finally got the Vibro Stop. I would have had it sooner, but DHL messed up again. Anyway, I installed it myself and that's what you just saw on the clip. It was really easy to do and right away I noticed a positive difference. No more risk with tuning stability issues, the brake angle has improved and so did the sustain. All I had to do after that was bring it to my luthier for the checkup and setup. So that's what I did right away today and I already have it back. Now the big question is, did I get a good one this time? Will I keep it or will I return it? Well, I think that answers both questions. Now let's play a solo. My luthier is very precise and critical. He will tell me every little flaw with a new guitar I acquire, up to the smallest scratch I can hardly even see. In the past year I've returned at least 3 guitars thanks to his advice. Not so with this guitar, he liked it as much as I did. His technical approval of this guitar was actually a great relief. While filming the first part of this video, I already fell in love with every little thing about this guitar. The feel, the sound, the look, it was everything I wished for and more. So that's it, my SG quest comes to an end. I finally found one that I want to keep forever. Let me know your SG stories in the comments. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.